Hello everybody, my name is Ash. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Turn the sound back to how it was. Audio settings for the co-op playthrough are different to the solo playthrough. So I finished the last episode with quite a bit of souls. So I figured, hey, let's open this one with leveling up.
Ashen 1.
We've got a fair bit to level up. I'm currently let's have a look what we got here. I've got Silver Servant Ring, so I want to try and get myself up to 120 as quick as possible. Oh yeah, it's not. This is a Dark Souls 1. Can't level up at bonfires. Yeah. Alright, so what I want to do now is bump that up to... I mean, Vitality is probably not a good idea. I should probably get Vitality to 30 and then pump everything into Endurance and Health. Might be the idea. Question, can I use the Exile Greatsword yet? Without being... Yeah, I can. Nice. In fact, maybe I should just stop here. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we can use. With this... Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so the heaviest shield I intend to use is 5. Seems good to me. Yeah. So I think I think I can get with not leveling up Vitality any further now. Alright, with that being said and done, let's go back to the Ring City streets. We've still got 60,000 in our pocket. But yeah, I think from now on, I should focus all my attention on the health. Oh well, I think my health is fine. I think maybe that the endurance should take priority because of how much dodging and attacking I'm going to need to do. Yeah, I think I'll focus on endurance. Oh, I thought there was something back here. Oh wait, there is. Boop. White Preacher Head. An empty head of a white-faced locust that rose from the abyssal swamp. The white-faced locusts were meant to beckon men to the dark with sermons, but most of them are unable to think past their own stomachs. Someone must rise to the occasion and restore the path of righteousness. Perhaps that someone is you. Did you not arise from the abyss? And did you not resist the drowning of the Age of Fire? Drowning in the Age of Fire? Locusts and men are kindred spirits. Yeah. A bit on the ridiculous side, that. So this swamp area, you can call it a swamp. Not really a swamp. Luckily it's not a poison swamp because, good lord, can you imagine? There we go. How much do I need to level up? 75. Okay. Okay, I don't think I can get to that one from here. Alright, fuck it. Make our way. I decided to switch to the Lothric Greatsword because there's an enemy coming up that I have a bit of trouble with. So we're gonna go and cheese him. Oh. Beyblade! Wow. But yeah, there's a guy that's a pain in the ass to fight, so I guess. So we're going to cheese him like we did with Wilhelm, whatever his name is, from the Pt.5 DLC. I.e. R2 spam. But the problem is, this enemy coming up has a lot of poise, so I don't even know if I'll be able to do that.
One met the dark with learning, but in the end learned his knowledge was wanting. The world began without knowledge, and without knowledge will it end. Does not this ring clear and true? Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. One poor girl slew her own kin, but even so was embraced, enveloped by the abyss. 'Twas a comfort that neither moon nor sunless sky afforded her before. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
I think that might be a reference to Nashandra. Also, I know it's a... Oh, it's a crystal. The crystals up there. Oh well, whatever. Wanted to like see if I could do like some fancy art style thing with the hood. So yeah, we could. He usually speaks to us when we're like below him, walking towards him on the bridge, but we didn't go that way because I was more focused on ending the episode and getting a thing. Anyway, here's that invasion. You might recognise him as one of the summons that the giant has, and look at his fucking hammer. This might actually botch. Yes, there we go. That's why I'm using this sword, because he's a pain in the ass to fight. Has a lot of hyper armor because he's using that great hammer. And great hammers do have a lot of hyper poise. They're slow, mind you can take advantage of that. But they are pretty... I mean, look at this thing, it's fucking huge. Weighs 28 and has 60 strength. It's one of the heaviest weapons in the game. Great hammer wielded by Silver Knight Ledo's hammer. It's far the heaviest weapon amongst those wielded by the Knights of Anor Londo. Ledo is an eccentric who travelled across the outskirts and became close friends with giants and even Havel the Rock. Skill: call to stone, spin to lure stones to steel hammer, and use strong attack to transition into an earth slam that shatters the stuff in a shockwave. So yeah, quite a intimidating weapon. Up here we get a nice little vantage point, and over there is a giant, one of them giant summoners that we saw up above. I think it might be, in fact I think we're directly below where the other one is. But yeah, if you can remember from the first episode of this Ring City DLC, they can summon archers and all sorts of shenanigans to really ruin our day, so we might want to avoid that. Is there an illusory wall here? I can't remember. No, there was another pathway we could take. Oh yeah, it's down right below us. Right below us. Let's put the cat ring on. Wherever that's hiding, there we are. Because this doesn't have ash all over it like the Dreg Heap, so we're not gonna have cushioned falls. And look at that, Havel's ring +3, so even if we didn't level up our vitality, let's see what Havel's ring does for our carry weight. Oh, that brings it up. Oh, that's juicy. So maybe in theory we... Yeah, well, it don't matter. It don't matter. But it does have the same... does have the same, like, description as the original, so... I don't know why I'm going with Silver... I mean, Silver Serpent Ring, it's not that useful in terms of gameplay. It's just going to make me level up quicker. Go. One spam that shit. Because it's split damage, so I don't know if these guys are lightning resistant or whatever. Oh, looks like he's finally aware of us. These guys are using like dark. Using that fucking... Whoa, Jesus. There's Lido getting summoned. What the hell? Oh, why do I have the binoculars out? What the fuck? It's weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna hug the wall here. Because, like, annoyingly, the giant does actually respawn. I don't think there's any much point of actually fighting him and killing him, because it's more trouble than it's actually worth. It's best just to avoid him. I learned that the hard way first time I played this DLC. Soul of a nameless soldier. Jesus, that hurts. White Borbert! Okay, these guys need to go. This is actually annoying. Use. Oh, he did die, that's good. Okay, you need to go. I know it's the weapon art button, but I kind of wish I had the overhead slam, like the Bloodborne's Holy Blade, because like you obviously get the R1 and the R2 buttons, but if you had hit L2, you'd do like a different attack. It was pretty cool. Anyway, we've got a new bow there, and this was originally cut content. Allegedly, it was going to be the Dancer's Bow, but they renamed it and brought it into this third DLC, or second DLC. A short bow crafted with white birch endowed with light manipulating magic. The bow is a relic of an ancient land of sorceries that was swallowed by the Abyss, most known for its folk tale of the heroic Abyss Walker. Skill, unseen arrow. Arrows shot by large pulls of the bow are enchanted with a golden spell that turns them nearly invisible. Oh, so it's like a stealth bow. And it's heavily implied that it's from Ulasil. Surprisingly, it doesn't have any intelligence or magics on it. I would have thought that would be the pure magic bow or something like that, but... Oh, we've got some birches here. Unfortunately, no giant to shoot at it for us, because he is dead. Ripping past her. Church Guardian Shiv. Alright, so this is interesting. It's basically it'll throw illusory blades that seek out the foes, and it costs FP to use, but it's infinite. So it's much like the throwing knives. I don't know how much. You know what, I will compare the damage actually, because I can do that now. Just for the hell of, just for comparison's sake. So, let's read the description on this. The special throwing blade that has a flat tip is wielded by the guardians of the Church of Filianor. Consumes FP to project illusory blades which seek their targets. Church guardians of the Church of whom remain watch over Princess Filianor's eternal slumber, along with spears of the Church. Okay, so let's just compare these. Okay, so if you look at them, the scaling is like A, BA, BA, AS. So we'll see how much damage they do. Okay, so throwing daggers 52, 49, and that cookery does more damage, but that's good. But that trade-off with that is it's slower to throw. So it doesn't do as much as the throwing knives in terms of damage, but the throwing knives don't cost FP, but they have limited. But you can hold up to 40 at once. It's all down to you. If you want to be like a gimmicky, like throwing knife build, I suppose you might want to consider it. I'm not sure if it's affected by the Farron Ring, you know, which reduces weapon art FP cost, or the Dusk Ring that reduces spell cost. It's honestly like I'm not 100% sure. I sincerely doubt it. Okay, these guys are a load of dead. Load of dead knights here, and look at that. There's something sparkling over there. Holy shit, he's actually aggroed on us. That's not good. But you guys might recognise him. He's the fucking Dragon Slayer armor. We're gonna fight him again? And this time we ain't got no co-op soldiers to help us. And I'm using a lightning weapon as well. Which ain't gonna help us one bit. Maybe I should switch weapons. Or maybe I should just keep trying to do the heavy thrust attacks, counter attack, right? I think I hyper armored that. There we go. He's not as aggressive as the Dragon Slayer armor boss fight, but he's it's weird that he's here. And we actually get his armor set. How about that? Something that we didn't get in the vanilla game, we get here. So let's have a look at that armor set. It's pretty heavy. It's got 7 poise just in the helmet. God forbid what. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy armor. Stark melted iron body armor of the ancient Dragon Slayer armor. The armor defeated by the champion of Ash and Lothric was left ages to rust until it slipped into the abyssal swamp, where it was possessed once again by the memory of the Hun. Memory of the Hun. Was that a Bloodborne reference? So basically that is the same Dragon Slayer that we killed. It's just been repossessed. So the original boss fight, it was possessed by those pilgrim butterflies, whereas here it's possessed by, I guess, the abyss or something. Look at that. That's just a background, but look up there on that bridge. That's where we came in on. Can we? No, I don't think we can. I was gonna say, can we see the giant that we initially had to avoid and kill on the way in. Oh, look at them. The little ones are just scaled down versions. That's pretty funny. I'm keeping my eye out for items that I might have missed. That chunk. Now look at them. We've got a couple of them knights as well, who are a pain to fight by themselves. But when there's two of them, that introduces more problems. Right, roll pretty early there. You spiteful cunt. Having that pixel of health left. Black Witch Veil, ooh. Remember that from Dark Souls 2? It had like 1,000 curse resistance. Made you curse proof, it was pretty good. Purple Veil of the Witch Zully, who intended to seduce Alva the Wayfarer, but eventually became his closest supporter, spending entire life. Zully's veil was for travel, to hide her affiliation with the misunderstood craft of witches. So yeah, pretty cool looking. It's a bit of a dead end here. No illusory wall, no, okay. Dead end, so other than this witch's hat, if you came down here and you're running from the two knights, well, bad things were going to happen. Oh shit, there's a guy patrolling. Oh, I don't want to fight 3 of them at once. That's even worse than 2. Eh. Well, that happened. Oh, it's a sticky. So, it has a waxing effect on it. That's not good. Even though it's deep, it's not actually bad. Okay, there's an item right next to the giant, and I guess we're gonna have to beat him at some point just to get that item. Oh, first thing he spawns is the bloody rune archers. They're still attacking? What the fuck? Damn it. That fucking attack was... There we go. Got him. That charged R2, if I can get one of them on him, pretty good. Gives us a hidden blessing for our trouble, I guess. So, weary soldier. Oh, fuck. Don't want any more of them. Look at that bug. He's just like wallowing in the mud. Oh, Jesus. He got knocked flying. Uh-oh. What the fuck are you doing? Ah, your element. Get the fuck out of here. chunk. See, there's a bit of a glimmer on the... Oh my god, I should have known. Glimmer on them purple rocks there made me think it was an item at first. And we ended up back up here. Ring Knight Straight Sword. Wow. You shall partake in me ripping you apart with this fucking sword. Fuck me. He was like all the way down there when I fucking... This is a joke. Get up. So spammy. Like they must teleport like dogs, because I swear when that guy grabbed me, he was like halfway down that hill when I had my back. When I looked at him, and then a split second later, he ends up right on me. Interesting that they drop souls though. Anyway, luckily we can just bit round here. We don't have to worry about the giant or anything else.
And so, she lived in fear of the dark, of the things that gnawed at her flesh. And yet, the abyss hath yet to produce any such creature. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin. And so, despite his weighty armor, he lived in fear of a delicate thing, little more than a girl. Where fire resideth, shadows twist and shrivel, but in the abyss there are shadows none. Fear not the dark, my friend, and let the feast begin.
Alright.
And so, and...
See, like, preaches about other people, characters, I guess. Alright, so, I think we'll return to Violent Shrine and we'll actually level up on ourselves. I need to check out those weapons that I did pick up. So, picked up 2 weapons. I picked up the Ring Knight Straight Sword. Straight Sword wielded by the Ring Knights. The arms of early men were forged in the abyss and betray a smidgen of life. For this reason, the gods cast a steel of fire upon these swords for those who possess them. So pretty much the same description and ability as the spear. Very similar stats, I guess, but it's for a straight sword, and if you weapon art it, it can turn into a great sword. But look at that. That's such a cool looking weapon. Don't think I can infuse it with sharp though. I don't think it really matters at this point. I'm kind of leaning into the heavy decks. Oh, and we have another weapon. I completely forgot to read. Preacher's right arm. Yes, it's an arm. We can't use it because it's 14 intelligence, but it's a staff. And it's basically the attack that those insects do. The ones that, you know, they spam and I can get grabbed by. It's pretty much that. The desiccated right hand of a white-faced locust that rose from the abyssal swamp. That happens to perform as a catalyst of sorcery. The white-faced locusts were meant to beckon men to the dark with sermons, but most of them are unable to think past their own stomachs. The unruly mob. Skill, Feasting Branch. Use souls to weave a sharp branch to fillet prey. Can be used repeatedly. Use souls. Is it like a hex or something. I don't know. I don't know about that. But we've got some points to level up with, so by all means, let's level up. We can finish the episode with leveling up. That's what we call. That's what we call going full circle. We don't need to put any more in vitality, but to get that extra bit of resistance. Nah, let's go with endurance. Need more of endurance and as much endurance as humanly possible. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.